2 days of sun in a row. I don't know how we got so lucky with that.
Yeah, it's a little cool out here. In fact, there's ice in your little bird.
Yeah, it's 35. It's not warm. It looks warm. It's not warm. I'm sure it's going to warm up as the day goes on, though.
Yeah, hopefully the wind won't pick up, though, because right now I don't think it's too bad.
Maybe your conference call will let you go run today.
Yeah, I hope so.
Maybe they'll let you off in time. Well, unfortunately, it is pretty windy.
Yeah, I felt the wind now. I guess I spoke a little too soon.
And the daffodils really haven't opened much. We'll go in a few minutes, Tux. I got others to feed. I may have to put on my headgear for the walk this morning, too. Good morning, boys. I'm starting down the front yard this morning instead of down the driveway because these guys were hunting something over on this side of the house and I had to collect them at the start of the walk. By the time I went in the house and bundled up, they'd kind of disappeared. Goodness. He's chasing Gray. Yeah, I had seen this limb had fallen. Doesn't look like it damaged the bridge. I'll let Dawn get it out from down there, I guess. Tux was too busy enjoying chasing Gray to get up here on the driveway with me. He's still down on the bridge. No big deal. I mean, him running around chasing her is good exercise for him right along with walking with me. So I was a little startled he was sleeping in the garage this morning and didn't come out right away, but he seems totally himself. His little boo-boo on his head is sealed up. Doesn't look infected, so I think he's fine. He was just staying warm. Well, I am really appreciative of the sun this morning and the little bit of warmth from the sun here on the stairs up on the driveway, the steps. And I am hearing a lot of hawk talk this morning. Some of it west of the house, some of it east of the house, so maybe all hope isn't lost yet. Sure seems like they're a little late at the nest this year, though. Hi, bud. I came down and cut back the canna lilies and whatever that yellow flower is that comes up, and I didn't cut too low. I think it'll be okay. My pile over here is getting bigger. I still got more stuff I want to do over there, but you know, a little bit at a time, a few minutes a day is usually enough to keep things looking pretty good. Took a minute and put up my shamrocks. Not really ready to take the table apart yet. I gotta look and see when Easter is and decide if I'm putting shamrocks on the table or Easter bunnies. It's always a hard call every year. I think lately I've been putting shamrocks on the table and Easter bunnies in the family room area, you know, my Easter village, and kind of splitting the difference. I'm upstairs over the garage. This week's robotics lesson is going to be how to traverse a maze. And let's see, I think I figured out I need 4 pieces of wood, 6 to 8 inches tall, and one of them needs to be longer than not. So I'm up here scavenging. Hopefully we haven't used up so much wood that there's none left for me to use for my maze. And Dawn, of course, is on a conference call. It's okay. I'm just piddling this morning. Not quite ready to go sit down at the computer or do Lego stuff. So what's supposed to happen is the ultrasonic sensor will follow the wall. And then there's a touch sensor mounted in front now. We'll bump that wall. And then it'll see the hole here. And it'll go that way. But the code on here was written for a different robot, possibly with different size wheels, so we'll just have to see how it goes. That's what it's supposed to do. Now, I do not have a bumper in front of the touch sensor, so it may not. Alright, when it touched, it did not back up. But it followed the wall good. What's wrong is that this surface area may not hit right. It needs to have a bigger piece in front of it that hits it. So let me go work on that for a minute. Here's the picture in the book of the robot they were using, although the sensor's not where I have it. You know, it's not for this exercise in the right spot. And here's the little push on the touch sensor. Hopefully it pushes and then it pops out enough. This thing is 0 when it's not pushed and 1 when it is pushed, and that should be enough. You can see where the surface area that hits the board is much bigger, and there is there's a frictionless pin here. It's a gray pin, and it allows free movement like this, and different from the black pins, which are friction pins, and they don't slide around. So I'm going to try it now, see what it does. I also confirmed that the touch sensor is being read, and that when I press on it, it's the expected value. I've got it working. The touch sensor wasn't plugged into the port the code was expecting, so that's why it wasn't working at all. And then I basically had to rewrite the code because this is not the same robot, and the amount of turn based on the wheel is totally different. And, you know, that took me maybe 45 minutes. I have a timer programmed in there now, and I also have colors on the brick. Green is follow the wall, orange is back up, red is there's a big hole and you need to do a turn and refine the wall. It didn't quite, the turn is, that consistency would be good, but you can see it's making the turn here just fine. Reacquires the wall, turns back green. When it's red, it's found the hole. And then it's got to turn, and then it's got to go a little forward so it finds the wall again. Probably needs to come out just a smidge farther past the turn before it takes off. Another 30 minutes trying to get it to work consistently on all 3 sections of the code, the green, the orange, and the red. The red going back to green is the part's giving me all the trouble. It's a little close, but that doesn't look bad to me. Yay! Oh my God, it worked. Phew. It's going to get really confused when it comes to that hole and the touch sensor all at the same time. Wasn't supposed to handle that. Taking Johnny to get his hair cut. He should be out shortly. I was looking in the left mirror and looking in the right mirror and looking in the rearview mirror, and I'm like, girl, just put on the backup camera and you'll be able to see him coming, no problem, and you won't have to strain your neck. I like it. Don kind of figured they were going to brick the outside of this building, which is going to be a church, and I'm just filming to say, yep, they've started bricking the outside of the middle building. Johnny and I are in Walmart now, and it's a lot of empty Friskies again. That's all I could get, not even 24 cans. Well, I would have to say that the toilet tissue problem is getting fixed. They've got Scott and Angel Soft and Cottonelle and Charmin today, all of it. So I'm not buying today because we don't need it, but it's here. Well, the Lego aisle does appear to be reset pretty much with everything. Here's where I wish Johnny was still 6, you know, because I would put him beside this and it would be bigger than him and it would be a super cute photo. So they've treated the roads because there's a chance of ice tomorrow. I still think it's going to stay north and west, but Don and I will pay attention at either 6 or 11 and find out for sure. We're home. Johnny helped me with all the groceries and he helped me with all the kitties. And I'm going to get started with supper now. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome.